guys, it's Rerun. Sorry for the inactivity. I was trying to get a new microphone, and obviously, you know that my laptop is questionable right now. But today's video is more of a tutorial rather than a standard gaming one. Today I am in Lumber Inc. 2, or no, Lumber Tycoon 2, sorry, by Defaultio. And I'm gonna show you how to get to the swamp in a sort of easy but mixed hard way. Also, this is my base, just in case you're curious. I like to be organized. So, the first step to what you want to do is to go over to the bridge and lower it, which normally costs $100 to $300, but since I have the free bridge pass, if I talk to them, they'll just lower it for free. So anyway, besides that, so you'll lower the bridge and you'll go across. Say like if you were trying to get cars or something or get furniture, you know the drill. Just go across, lower the bridge, buy it, and so on. But this way doesn't involve that, as we're not going to get furniture or anything. We're going to the swamp. And this, in my opinion, is one of the easier ways, but it's takes a while considering you can't use your car to go up there. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go all the way back here. So you're gonna go off the road and back here. And you'll notice that there's a lowered piece of rock here. Now what you want to do is grab an axe of your choice. Personally, the best one to use in this situation would be the mini axe, and chop down a random tree. Any tree nearby, but personally I would use the one closest considering the size of the tree. So, what this will do, if you can get it over there, which can be a bit of a hassle, is you're going to use this tree, or at least part of it, to form a sort of natural ladder or staircase. So you're going to use one of the branches from the tree to try to get up here. So it makes a sort of like easier path, but it can also be a kind of hassle considering some of the sizes of the trees. But this is what you're supposed to do. Though sometimes the trees, like this one, don't want to stay still. Another way you could do that is simply just cut a log off of a tree and use that as or do like a glitch, but it often doesn't work correctly. So normally you would use one branch, but I had to use two considering my branch wasn't tall enough. Or instead of just using these branches that don't seem to work, just grab the remainder of the tree and just use that. Like I said, this is like probably the harder part of this, is trying to find like a tree that is big enough but is also somewhat easy enough to work with. But anyway, after after I can get this up there, you'll see that this actually does work if I can get this stupid tree to work with me here. Yeah, this is a sort of problem with the trees. They like to be rebellious. Of course, the one time the tree does work, it doesn't go in the it doesn't go in the way I wanted it. So, this isn't okay. These branches need to this branch needs to get out of my life. You see, I said it would be easy, but also sort of hard. This is the hard part, which is just getting the branches over there. Because often the grip on the branch will just disappear. And then the branch will, like, fly off somewhere else. Also, if you're curious, this tree here is called a walnut tree. Okay, I'm probably just gonna have to grab like another part of a tree or something because this isn't really working too well. You stupid branch. Oh wait, I completely forgot. I don't even need to do this. I don't even need to wrestle with it. I can just simply turn it the way I want it to go. I can keep it on my grip so it won't keep flying away. You see, this is the problem with the larger branches is that they often like to not work with you. I almost had it there. Oh, okay. For your guys' sake, and not to draw out this video, I'm just gonna take another tree down and just use a large chunk of that tree. Well, actually, instead of that, I could simply just I don't know why I didn't think of this. You can also build a staircase, and for your guys' sake, and not to draw this out, I'll pause my recording and come back when it's done. Okay, I'm back. So I abandoned the staircase idea and just chopped down a larger tree, but this is what you're basically supposed to do. Just grab a branch and prop it up against the wall like this, and then you just continue walking over here. See, this is the longer portion of it, is just walking there because you can't get cars up here. But so this is one of the easier methods, in my opinion. The only downsides are that you obviously can't get. I don't think there is no way to actually get a car over here, or at least I don't know of. But this is the method I personally found out and started using, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So it takes a while because you have to prop up the branch right there, and then you walk up here. But then one of the easier portions is obviously just chopping down the tree, but then the other portion is you just pick up a tree and like drop it down there, and then when you think you have enough of when you have enough tree or trees, you just go down there, grab your truck, and haul it off. So, and this is what the swamp looks like. Usually, only two kinds of trees spawn here, until Halloween appears. Then, there will be four total trees that spawn here. The generic gold and zombie ones, with gold being this and zombie this. But then there's also sinister and spooky wood. Sinister wood will have a neon orange glow, and spooky wood would be like a dark brown, granite textured inside. So this is what the golden trees look like. They might not look gold at first, but when you chop them down, the inside of the log has a golden tinge. The zombie trees always grow like this. They'll sprout up and then grow sideways. They are green, like you see, and then in the inside, it's another kind of green. So, for the sake of this, I'll only chop down one tree, and that will be a gold tree. I'll use this one for an example. This is a zombie tree, by the way, that is now just growing. So, and gold trees are often mistaken for being dead, given the fact that they do not sprout leaves at all. So, here's what the gold tree looks like once it's been cut down. You can see the gold on the inside. So then, the next part of this is grabbing the tree and then hauling it and then carrying it over here and then dropping it down the various levels of the hill that you're on. So, once you get this way, though obviously you don't have to grab one tree, you can grab as many, but for the sake of this I'm only doing one tree. Then, see, you drop it down there, and it falls down one level. Then, you pick it up again, then you drop it down again, over here. And then, finally, you drop it here, and it will fall down to the ground. And maybe hit another tree on the way down. Then, unfortunately, there is more walking, and you can't really carry any tree. But, since I only have one tree, I'll carry it. Because normally, you'll walk all the way back there to get your truck, and then come back here and pick up all the logs. But since I only have one tree, I'll carry it this way. So, that's how you get to the swamp, and this is how you get the tree from there, at least with my way. You simply just cut down a tree and use a branch sort of like an improvised staircase, and then you walk up there, chop down a tree or more, depending on how much you want. Then you just take the tree, and then when you get back to your truck, you cut it up more so you can store it more easily, and then boom. You now have some zombie or gold wood, or both. Get this reject tree out of here. Well, I could use some more walnut wood. And also, another good thing about cutting down one of these trees, if it's like the kind of wood that you still need, you can just grab a bit of it. For like with walnut right here, I don't have much of it, so grabbing some isn't really that bad of an idea. Oh, I did not mean to open my blueprints right there. So, like, as I said, you can grab as much as you want. Personally, I don't really need gold wood so much. I just wanted to show you guys how to do this. So, like, I do need more walnut. So the mini axe is actually the best axe to use in this situation, considering it has 10 power, which is the second strongest axe in the game. But it's currently the strongest axe you can actually obtain. There was a gold axe, which had a power of 50, which could chop down even lava trees in just one hit. So it could chop down pretty much every tree in one hit. But The golden axe was later removed, and the mini axe is now the most powerful one you can obtain. But it's the second most powerful overall. There's obviously other axes that are pretty powerful, like the fire axe, which is usually the best one reserved for the lava trees. And there's also the cave axe, which is like blue, which you use to cut down cave trees faster. Also, don't judge me. I just blacklist people. I blacklist the server unless I trust them because, hackers, and with my current base setup, a lot of hackers have flown into my base with a truck and messed it up. So you probably understand what I mean. But so that is how you get the gold or zombie wood in one of the faster ways, which is not really it's not really fast, but it gets the job done, which is something you always want. And the one problem with the golden trees is how spindly they are, which means like really thin or stick shaped. Because it can be a hassle sometimes when you're trying to like mill the wood because the logs will either be too small or too long. So, now, basically you know the next part of this. Just go back to your base and mill the wood so you can turn it into planks, or you can just go right to the wood store, like right to the wood store and just sell it. But in my opinion, selling the wood is good, but I like to personally keep a vast majority of the wood I obtain in case I want to build something. Like you saw, I had two large towers and a lot of bins. Those bins are what I store all the wood in, and those towers I made specifically one to both look over, but also to see where my base is. So like right now you can perfectly see them. So after I get back to my base, I'll end the video, but I just wanted to but this is basically how you do this. And these two attendants here are based off real famous Robloxians, like right there was Mierali, and the one back here was Serenok. There is other like really big developers that have like small cameos in here. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and this small tutorial on how to get to the swamp in one way. So, I'll see you guys in the next video, and see you later, and also Merry Christmas.